previously on Talk That Talk. Okay. Is marching band in middle school okay? And then since I led it that way, Josh, go ahead and kick it off.
Okay. So a little background, real quick, man. Is marching band in middle school okay? What we see is like what we see, and then you don't see anymore. What kind of piss you off as a band director? You know what I'm saying? Um, Me personally, it's like I just like to be in my own zone. I like to be in my own lane when it comes to me being just my music career as a whole. I don't really, I don't really like to just follow folks and like what they say what should happen or how everything should go when it comes towards this or that or etc. in life. I just like to be in my own lane because at the end of the day, when we die, we're gonna be in our own casket. So you might as well go out happy your own way. Um, when I was in Beaumont, like when Julian when Mr. Luke was there in Beaumont at that time, middle schools middle schools in Beaumont and around those times, middle schools has marching band programs, but we wasn't just there. They wasn't just stuck on marching band programs. I promise you, I completely understand how middle school marching band will go south because what a lot of band directors do nowadays, especially like around my age, it's literally just marching band. No concert, no working on basic fundamentals, no anything. Just blow it down and keep it pushing. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. And then like when you see that, when you mostly see that all over social media, that's the picture that we have of middle school marching bands. You know what I'm saying? I made sure when I came back to Beaumont, because like I tell people all the time, man, my dream is to come back and work at the high school. Right? My dream is to come back and work at the high school and be over high school out here one day. But I did realize when I left Central and I went to college, high schools out here became small. It became small, and this is an unfiltered. This is an unfiltered.
I
Uh,
agree.
yeah. This is an unfiltered webcast, so I'm gonna just keep it how it is. When I was at Central, Central knows they used to at least be 80, 90 deep off the rip. Okay, and at the times like 15 on back, bands was big. I go to high school. I go to college. When I came back, I'm like, damn, like, why is the number shrinking every day? Why is the number shrinking every year? Every year the numbers are shrinking. It goes back to your feeder program. As band directors, one of the main blessings is your feeder program. If you don't have a feeder program, you have to do everything under the sun in order to make your high school band program look like a high school band program. Depending on what your definition of a high school band program is, because like I said, whatever you see is what you would know about the world. So I came back out here to Beaumont and I'm like, damn, what happened? King Middle School have a band program no more. Smith Middle School ain't doing nothing. This band ain't doing nothing. Kids just not enjoying band. They're just not enjoying band. I've grown up in Beaumont. I know how it used to be. Why are kids not enjoying band in middle school? So I started thinking to myself, I'm like, what's going to change out here in order to grow the high school band programs? I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. Our high school out here, Beaumont United High School, my middle school is bigger than them. My middle school is bigger than the high school. When they first collabed, I say all together they were probably like 125, 130. This was literally like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Now the band program, you might got 45 in there. And by 45, 25, 30 of them is woodwinds. So I'm from Beaumont. I'm like, man, what's going on with the high schools out here? Let's go back to the basics. Marching bands in middle school. I said, you know what? Let me go and get the job at a middle school then, because I know how important it is for high school band directors to have a feeder program in order to raise the middle school.